good with it, in the hood with it. Welcome back to the Collective Clips, where you already know we get it in. But before we get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding! Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content I'm kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel. It's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled. And I'm very, thank you so much, man. I'm very much appreciative. So, are you ready, brothers? Well, get your fucking coat on and let's go, brother, right? First of all, man, I want to say shout out respects to all the Woods that I've ever done time with, man. They conducted themselves in a proper fashion and manner, man. I can't say nothing bad about the Woods. It was all good in the hood if you were a Wood, right? I fucked with them. I fucked with them real tough. So, let's get back to Roach, right? So, Roach is a setup artist. You know, Roach on several occasions did some things that made me wonder, brother, why do I fuck with this white man, right? He was just a little bit different. He was about the gang, right? He was about getting his money, pushing his shit, but at the same time, he had a prison mentality and he stuck with that. He had his integrity and his morals. You know, he was what he was. Brother, you ain't gonna tell him shit about it, right? Got legs, right? Definitely. And why he ever fucked with me, to this day, I don't know. Maybe because I was pushing the gang of shit. You know, we just hit it off. We were cool. I knew all his deep, dark secrets. And when I say deep, dark secrets, brother, I mean dark secrets, right? I knew everything. Hey, bro, give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. She already did. But we can't tell your homeboys about that. Anyways, so this video I want to talk about is called the Southside Setup. And why do I call it that? Well, I have a primo. Okay, I have a cousin that's, he's in the mix. He's in the mix, man. He's an upstater. And I don't ever really mention his name or tell you too many stories about him. I have in the past told a couple stories, but not too many. And the reason being that he wants it that way. He doesn't want to get caught up. He's still functioning, doing his thing. And I respect it. You know, when you respect someone like that, that actually asks you, you know, that's like if Pepe said, hey, can I get you? What's up? Can you stop saying my fucking name, is it? Right? Then I would. But he won't say that because he's like, can I get you hola? Is that what it is? You should get 100 hola. Fuck 100 hola. So let's give him my address, is it? Right? Tell him send it directly there. Send it from post office to post office, is it? Right? So that's it. But my primo, he had a gang of homies. And we had come to an understanding. If my primo was with me, I had his back to the fullest. Blood is always thicker than water. Period. If I was with him, same thing. If we were apart, I hope to kill your ass. Right? That's how it was. And in fact, it was more so that way on his side. Southsiders are different, right? They don't give a fuck, right? Northerners, we have a little bit of a heart, bro. I was like, nah, damn, man. I hope my primo doesn't get shot in the head, like at least so we can bury him all right, you know? He was like, blow that motherfucker's head off. Right? So he was, kill him, mister, kill him. Right? Anyways, him and Roach became real good friends. And there was a time when my primo had burnt me for £1. Okay, I was out there trying to fucking get rid of fucking weed, and I thought I was big balling, right? Big balling with the homies, and I was doing the, you know, sticks and stems, and Roach got involved. Brother, I really don't fuck with weed because that's a black thing. I really just deal with speed, right? But you know, right now, brother, the game has changed, so it's time to switch it, flip it, and reverse it. I said, hey, that's a Missy Elliott song. I never said it. I never said it, brother. He was like, but you got to connect on some weed. I said, yeah, I got to connect, right? So now I was the connect. So now he's getting shit from me. He didn't like that. I don't know why the fuck this little Mexican thinks that he can come to my house at any godforsaken second hour. Roach, but you're up all the time. That's not what I'm talking about here, brother. It's about a brown man coming to a white man's home unfucking announced, right? I'm like, calm down, calm down. He's like, brother, but is it good weed? I'm like, I mean, it's a little stemmy, but it is what it is. He's like, brother, so you're going to let me get the peas for like 400? I said, nah, they're going to run you like 575. This was back in the days, right? That Mex weed, that gas weed. You guys already know, bricks all compressed and shit. So anyways, everything was going good. And I introduced him to my connect at the time, which happened to be my primo. We weren't doing big things, okay? So stop trying to fucking lock us up. We were just doing small shit. But you never introduce anyone to the connect, because when you do, that's it. You're no longer needed. So when I introduced him to my primo, Roach said, well, brother, I like Southsiders better anyways, right? So my primo and him became real good friends. They were doing a lot of business together because Roach does shit at a big level, or at least he did, right? And like I was just trying to middleman some shit, make 100 here, 175 there. The brown man has always got to try to come up off the white man, right? So I was just trying to do my thing. And we're trying to take our shit back, isn't it? Slowly but surely. Anyways, as they became friends, I started to figure out that I was getting middled out of the situation. I felt some type of way. So I hit my primo up first. I said, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy right there. I'm the one who hooked you up. Like, can I at least get 100 off each one still? He said, fuck you and where you're from, right? I said, oh, this motherfucker's crazy, right? So now I know I can't win that fight, right? So I go to my fucking boy Roach and I'm like, Roach, what happened? You're doing business with... No, brother, listen. Business is fucking business. And I don't fuck with Nortes anyways, brother. I do business with Southern Hispanics, right? I'm like, why you gotta say the word Hispanic? We don't like that shit. I can give a fuck what you Mexicans like, right? I'm like, damn, I'm getting punked by a Southern and a white, man. I ain't used to this shit, right? So I was like, look, bro, don't be talking to me any type of way, bro. I'll cut that shit off right now. Brother, if you cut it off, I'm gonna rip your fucking Mongolian up out your head. And see, I knew how to say that, because you fuckers think you're Asian and all kind of... You're a minority, right? It was a trip. So anyways, my primo's feeling some type of way because I disrespected the fuck out of him. Like, I ain't fucking with you. So we didn't talk for a long time. I didn't fuck with Roach for a minute either, man. They were just fucking making all kinds of money. And I was getting mad than a motherfucker, right? My primo got a new Impala. Roach got a new Doom Buggy. Like, these motherfuckers were doing crazy shit. I remember I cruised by one day. Roach was on one of those riding lawnmowers. He was like... Hey, Roachwood, hey, the Dwarfwood was right there. He was like, go faster, go faster. I'm trying, you motherfucker. Right there out there. I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers, I want to throw a rock and just hit that white dude, right? So I was upset. So what happened was the game switched. Weed started to not be the thing. Everyone wanted that prop dope, that crank, right? So I had went to another homeboy and like tapped in like, hey, bro, and I was getting it for the low. So I'm like, oh, shit, right? So Roach heard about this. And he felt like I was stepping on his toes. After this motherfucker that went behind my back with my primo and they did some wild shit, right? So I'm like, okay. So anyways, Roach calls me one day. Get to my fucking house now, brother. You got legs? Yeah. Well, this dope I got doesn't. But get over here because I might need some of that shit you got. And I was like, nope. Ain't gonna happen again. This motherfucker ain't punking me into hooking him with the connect so he could backdoor motherfucker. No diddy, right? So hell nah. Anyways, I go to his house. Still homie, right? And I'm like, oh, now you want to talk to me. He's like, listen here, brother. My motherfucking lawnmower broke down. One of the pistons shot up out of there, hit Dwarfwood in the head. He might have been in a coma. I need some crank, brother. Can you get that good shit? Because my shit, the shelf life is like maybe 1.25 days. Yeah, it's so fucked up. I end up doing it all, right? I said, no, it ain't. It ain't shelf life. It never lasts on your shelf, motherfucker, because you're steady doing it. He's like, brother, this ain't the movie Friday and I ain't smoky. I don't get high on my own supply. I'm like, oh, you don't remember? Fragments of it, right? It's crazy, right? So I'm like, hey, Roach, look, I don't know when there's two things in this world I don't know about you. One, why you got to do a motherfucker dirty, and two, how many days it's been since you slept? Like, bro, I don't get it. His mom like, he's going on day 8. I'm like, damn. And she was like, oh, wait up. Is that Mexican? I'm like, oh, fuck. They're super Karen, right? So anyways, we worked something out. I'm like, hey, bro, you can get it through me. He's like, well, fuck it, brother. I guess I'm going to have to do what I have to do because I'm ripping all my fucking hair out, right? I'm like, bro, you don't have no hair. Oh, yeah, all your hair. Hey, look at Roach. Didn't have hair on his head. Didn't even have to pick it. Just didn't grow it. He had like scraggly hair right here and hair in his ears. He had hair in his ears, his brocha, and his back. That motherfucker looked like the Wolverine, right? The white Wolverine with a big old swazi on his head. So anyways, he tells me like this, listen, brother, the Southerners are going to need some too. Your primo hooked me up with some Southsiders. They don't give a fuck where you're from, brother. Let's go do a deal. So, of course, I'm feeling a little skeptical. Because usually if my primo's there, lightweight, he'll be like, hey, my primo's one of the matos, my son can, money is greener, and we're trying to get him in betweener, you know what I mean? You know, hundreds and fifties or some big ass titty. Fuck it, let's party, right? So they're trying to do their thing. But without my primo being there, and these are his people, they already know what it is. They know who I am. They know what. So I'm like, hey, Roach, I can't be fucking around with them. Are you scared, brother? Are you fucking going to are you going to sit here in my front yard and you know I got garter snakes and spiders and fucking roaches and meth pipes and all kinds of other shit. And you're going to tell me you're fucking scared? That's why I knew. I was like, nah, bro. He's like, look, I fuck with Southsider. Okay? These guys are going to listen to what I say. I said, nah, I don't think they get down. These ones do. I'm like, all right, here we go. So, I'm not stupid. I called my homeboy Sharks, and I called my primo Ricky. I said, hey, Ricky, you want to go fight Southerner? Whoopin'! I'm ready right now, primo. I said, get dressed. How you know I was fucking Sheila? I said, because that's all you do is sit there, eat, fuck, and watch Judge Wapner. Hurry up and get ready. Whoopin' I fucking, Sheila, get my calzones, right? So he's all happy. He's all, I'm going to go fuck Southsiders up. I'm going to go fuck Southsiders. So I'm like, all right. And I told him, look, here's the plan. So I go to my tia's house to pick Rick up, and I call my homeboy Sharky. He rolls with me. And I'm like, look, and my boy Sharky can't stand my primo Ricky. I'm going to tell you guys, in fact, I'm going to do a super norteño Sharky meets Rick today. As soon as I'm done with this one. It's going to blow your fucking mind, right? Sharky can't stand him. And Ricky is like, so we already know what Ricky is, right? Ricky's a J-Cat kind of, right? But Sharky walks funny. So Ricky be going in on Sharky. Have you ever seen a J-Cat clown someone? Usually they're the ones getting clowned on, right? And they just take it. They don't even know it. They haven't figured it out yet. Unless you make them mad, they'll beat the shit out of you because you ain't beating them no J-Cat, right? But Sharky and him be going back and forth. My primo, he'd be like, why you always do your hands like that? What, but I'm fucking, because I'm a fucking norteño. I'm active. When's the last time you were active? Today? Yeah, but today's almost over, right? And he'd be like, why you walk like that? Like the fucking, like you walk like a pelican. Fly, pelican, right? Anyways, this is my crew. These are the motherfuckers that are supposed to back my play. Tweedledee and Tweedle, I can't even barely fucking walk, right? So I'm like, oh, shit, I'm in trouble. But anyways, one thing I know about Ricky, he'll bust the chop. He's just down, right? We don't want to say too much. He's locked up. And Sharks, like I said, I'm going to have to throw him on the back and give him a piggyback ride, but he can use his hands. Those aren't crippled. So I tell Roach, I'm going to bring Ricky and a couple homies. Oh, you're bringing norteños. I said, yeah. And the look that he gives me makes me stop in my tracks. See, I know Roach. I know him very well. Right? And usually he's all paranoid. Brother, the feds are on me. The feds are on me. Right? I'm like, ain't no one on you. The cartel's coming. Right? Who'd you burn this time? The Hell's fucking Angels are going to Aurora. Yep. We don't believe that bullshit. Right? So he's always got some type of fucking theory or some type of conspiracy theory everyone wants to get him. Dope. He sees meth monsters. Brother, I just look at my eyes. Right? They're melting, brother. They're melting. Like, no, they're not melting. They're probably stinging from fuck. But I heard if you just grab your eyelid and put meth under it and just do that, yeah, nah, that's not what I heard. You know what I mean? You motherfuckers, have you ever stuck it in your butt, brother? No, I ain't never did that. That's some Wes Watson shit. No, this one chick told me, man, she was putting her tongue in there. She told me that if you just take a scoop, show it up there, it's that propanol, you'll just start right up, brother. Even if you're broke down. I'm like, yeah, well, this ain't a car. That's your asshole. Anyways, he looked at me kind of like, with hesitation, like this was not supposed to happen. Because I just sprung it on him at the last minute. I pulled up with him, like, let's go. And he was like, oh, brother, yeah, let me, can I talk to you over here, brother? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He was like, why the fuck you bringing Riff and Raph? I said, you're bringing fucking Dwarfwood. Yeah, well, that's the little homie, brother. Come on, take it easy on Dwarfwood. Take it easy on him. He's like a chandelier. He just hangs there. You don't even notice him, brother. I said, I noticed him. His breath smells like shit. One thing I never told you about Dwarfwood, his breath smelled like straight, luscious fucking armpits. Just nasty, right? But whatever. He's rocking with us, right? So he's like, well, I guess if all you motherfuckers want to get killed. I'm like, what? What do you say? Sharky's like, what? Let me tell you where this motherfucker took us. We had to go past Bakersfield. That's as far as I'm going to say, right? We pull up. Ricky can't wait. This motherfucker foaming at the mouth. I smell Southside. I know what it smells like. I'm saying, yeah, what does it smell like? It smells like if you ran Mr. Capone over and you wring his gloves out, it smells like cabbage juice. I'm like, shit, here we go, right? And this motherfucker's all hype, right? And Sharky's thinking, he's like, did you hear what Roach? He's all analytical and shit, my boy. He's like, did you hear what that fool Roach said? Roach is like, I can fucking hear you guys, brother. Are you thinking I'm setting you up? I'm like, Roach, nah, you wouldn't set us up. He's like, no, I would, but not this time, brother. Right? I'm like, Dwarfwood's laughing, but he's not talking. Dwarfwood usually, and I was with this one bitch, and I was pounding it, right? He'd be lying like a motherfucker, firing it up. So as they're telling this, as I'm noticing he ain't talking much, Roach keeps looking at him. I'm like, I'm realizing it too late. It's all bad. So we go to this pad, right? We go in this backyard, and I'm thinking, why do we have to do this deal? This is my primo's homeboys. Some homeboys he knows from Southern California, right? Man, have you ever seen that movie Training Day? When that motherfucker pulled the shit out and he goes, he was telling the truth. We had one of those telling the truth moments. Ricky had one of those fucking get a fucking a gun stuck in between your ass cheek moment. They literally were gonna blow his cheeks off. Sharky, he couldn't run around, so they just like left him in the backyard just to go in circles. And Roach was like, brother, I promise you it was not a setup. I said, who the fuck said the word setup? Yeah, no one did say that, huh? Hey, brother, just gonna use your bathroom, right? I'm like, oh, shit. So as we go to this backyard, I know what it was meant to be. This motherfucker Roach had set me up. So right when we get back there, my primos homeboys are like, hey, who's the connect? I said, what do you mean, who's the connect? You are, right? They're like, yeah, but how does this fucking dude right here know who the connect is? Talking about Roach, right? I'm like, I don't know, right? I don't know how he told you. And I was like, I thought we were supposed to come over here and pick some shit up. And he was like, no, we want your fucking connect, homie. We want your connect with your shit, right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to go lay that motherfucker down. And I'm looking at Roach, and Roach is like, look, brother. And I'm like, oh, man, I can't do that. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to put motherfucker in danger. They were like, look, guess we know you're busters. I was like, oh, shit. Ricky's like, whopping? I'm like, hold up, motherfucker, right? Hold up. Ricky's like, so whoop. I'm like, what? Right? Oh, scary ass motherfucker. Sharky's limping around like, I can't even drop in to drop out, right? I'm like, oh, these scary motherfuckers, man. I ain't gonna lie, right? I was sitting there scared to death too. And I'm like, nah, bro. Nah. Right? I'm like, nah, I'm trying to think. And Roach goes, let me fucking tell you something, brother. What you gonna do, brother, when we go over there and rob your fucking connect? Because you're playing with us. And I'm like, you're really gonna do me like this, Roach? And I thought I was gonna get killed. For reals, right? So I did what any man in my position would do. What do you think I did? You think I'm a sucker, man? You think I'm gonna give up the connect like that? Shit, best believe I did. And I also went with them to go handle that business, right? Because at the end of the day, right? When you got a crazy wired up wood, a dwarf midget wood, and about 10 fucking Southerners that want to kill you anyways, hey, if you can't beat them, join them. And that's exactly what I did, brother, right? I had legs that night. So he's like, listen, brother, I don't want to take it to this extreme, and I know I kind of fooled you, but you understand we can make a lot of money together, brother. You told me this motherfucker had pounds and you were doing big things. I said, yeah, but I kind of exaggerated though, bro. But really I wasn't. This motherfucker was doing big things. And it wasn't like we were like best friends or something. So, I mean, does it really count, right? And so he's like, brother, we're going to lay these motherfuckers down. We're going to split it all. And I was like, no, I ain't trying to split with all these Southsiders. He was like, listen, brother, you know I fuck with Southern Raza. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but why you got a carload full of Northern Raza? Because it was easy to fool you fuckers. Bring a whole bunch of Northern Raza to the Southern Raza, let them do some bad things to the Northern Raza, and then we're all good. This is for La Raza. I'm like, oh, nah, man. So we all went and hit that lick. That's going to be part 2. I'm going to hit you guys with that. But definitely, this motherfucker Roach set me up. And this wasn't the first time. So, in the future, be looking for a video on how I set Roach up. See, one good ass kicking deserves another. You know, one good getting played deserves another. Did we have a tumultuous fucking friendship? Absolutely. Would I put my life on the line for Roach? Probably not. Not at this point in life. But there was once a time when I was willing to take a bullet for the homie, right? But they'd be like, we'll kill you, man, if you're back in this deal. Roach would be like, well, listen here, brother. You know what they say about white is always right, combing his mustache. He always combed his mustache. It's kookabuck, right? Yeah, brother. You know, I fuck with Southerners, so whatever you choose to do to this man, you choose. I'm like, what? Bro, you brought me. Brother, you tagged along. You know what I mean? Hey, just because you're light-skinned and shit is the only reason. I thought he was white. I'm going to be honest with you. Hey, what about one time I brought a black friend to Roach's house, and you should have seen what happened there, right? He was like, come here, brother. You brought black to my house? I'm like, what do you mean? That's the homie, bro. He's cool. He don't even act crazy. He just chills, right? That motherfucker watches Soul Train. I'm like, yeah. How you know about Soul Train? Because my old lady watches it, but we don't do that shit around here, brother. I'm like, hey, it was crazy, right? Black dude's like, man, you shut up, Peckerwood. I'll fuck your ass up, right? The black man threatened me. Call the authorities. I'm like, oh, shit. It is crazy. Anyways, man, we'll get to part 2 tomorrow. Make sure you guys tap in to find out how this shit ended up and how I was under the gun now. Don't act like it was just, oh, we're going to participate and everything's going to be cool. These motherfucking Southerners had something in the twist for us, right? And let me tell you who got it the worst. I'll just tell you this. Roach didn't have as much whiskers as he had when we went there. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming. And remember, at the end of the day, there's a lot of twists and turns in the Superwood shit, but it's all fucking facts. And I guarantee that. If I ever run into Roach, he's going to be like, okay, brother, I did fucking set him up. I'll be like, damn, bro, what's wrong with you? I've been up, brother. I've been fucking up, right? Yeah, you've been fucking up. You're fucking upset me. Hey, it doesn't matter, brother. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. See, I know how to say at the end of the day, too. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. If you guys like Superwood, hit that like. Make sure you subscribe if you ain't subscribed yet. And we going to get into it, brother. Got fucking coffee? Roach did. And propanol. The gun.